You obviously went through like some public disputes with some old partners that were coming out trying to sue you. Did you end up getting any of that resolved? What's the latest with that?
Nah, those things take years, and those things are like mentally draining and financially draining. But like, you know, I said it, and I can only talk very little on it. But like, I know 100% that we're in the right, and that when everything comes to light, people will be like, "Damn, that boy went through all that for what?" Right? And so I feel very confident where we are. No one's gonna come take cookies from me. I am cookies, right? No one's gonna remove any of the partners that helped me build this along the way. And I think that's part of the unfortunate thing about building something big is when you build something big, people will try to come take that shit. But growing up, I didn't give up my lunch at school. I'm not going to start doing it now. And I'm also not going to jeopardize what we all built together as a community, because a lot of people feel attached to cookies. And
I mean, a lot of people got tattoos. Bro, there's a man in Tucson right now with your portrait and the Cookies logo on his belly.
Yeah, no, that's real, right?
That's a real human being I saw with my own eyes.
Yeah, and so the easy way out would be just to bow down and take something from them and just step. But like, no, dude, people are fully invested in this vision and this brand and what we built together. It's not just my shit; it's our shit. All these operators around the world, they believed in what we built together, right? So I'm fighting for it, bro, and I feel like we're going to win at the end of the day. I feel like we're going to come out on top. It's just going to take a lot of mental strength. It's going to take a lot of capital, right?
Right.
That's why I stay grinding, and it's going to just take dedication and loyalty from me and my partners, and that's it.
Man, how do you deal with coming out of getting through cancer and then having to deal with just a whole nother hurdle? Obviously you got, you know, stuff in your personal life going on as well. You know, it just, you know, you got to have some mental fortitude to really get on the other side of a battle with cancer.
Well, the fucked up thing is that lawsuit started as soon as I got sick.
So they were both happening at the same time.
Yeah, when I found out I was sick, it kind of conversations kind of happened when I was knee deep in chemo and I was really, really, really sick. This ain't a sympathy card at all. It's just like people can relate to what it feels like being sick and thinking you're gonna die, and also having threats of your business being taken. Right?
Almost like it was on purpose.
Hey man, wild timing on their end, right?
Right.
Maybe they didn't plan it that way, but that's the way it worked out. And so it was kind of tough, but like it really put everything in perspective for me. I'm like, well, first of all, now I really gotta stick around, right? Like I'm really not gonna I can't go nowhere now. And it's really made me realize like the good, precious moments, like, you know, with pure things outside of business. And so, you know, for me, that's why that Forbes cover felt good coming out of that shit. It was like, man, I'm being recognized. I'm getting my flowers while I'm here. That's why the Ad Age Award, the Clio Award, these are all big fucking globally recognized platforms that are recognizing what we're doing. And so it just was the motivation I needed to keep fighting. But cancer was really, really hard on me. I had major PTSD from that shit. And I'm noticing more and more people getting colon cancer at a young ass age. And it's just scary, bro. It's just like really, really.
And like a lot of men don't go and get checked for that shit.
Nah, because the symptoms are so. I had zero symptoms. I had early stage 3 colon cancer. That means another 6 months of letting that ride would have took my ass out. So I probably would have had a year or so. If I would have waited 6 months or more to even get checked, I probably would have had a year or 2 years at most. The hardest thing for me to watch was like the brother, you know, shout out to his whole family, his kids and his wifey, but, you know, seeing the Inky boys go through that, we found out at the same time. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn, bro, like that shit hurt and it hit hard, because I'm like, damn, not everyone's gonna have a chance to make it through this. And so I just take a lot more calmer approach on life and like stress, and I feel blessed to even be here, bro. And that's why I try to tell people when people get stressed out about money and things that's going on. But today's world, I'm like, bro, like, yeah, shit's tough, but you're alive, man. Like you can't even downplay how big that is right now.
For sure, brother. That is, I think that some people forget that. What was the like? What made you get tested for? Was it just like a normal run-of-the-mill doctor's visit?
Nah, because I was with the doctor already that wouldn't even have ever looked for that. It was like some weird, like universal gut feeling I just woke up one day, was looking out my window. I'm like, damn, I actually got a good life here. Things are going good. I'm successful. I feel like cookies is going to be something incredible that's going to live forever. Like, what am I actually missing in life? Where am I missing at? And I'm like, maybe health, like I'm losing a little weight, I'm not as big as I used to be, but maybe I should like get myself a private doctor to really look into what I got going on, because I just want to make sure I'm good. And it's crazy because 5 years before this, I had a fear of having stomach cancer like my mom. I went and got a colonoscopy, 100% clean.
Wow. So
5 years. So in 5 years, in 5 years, that cancer developed and got to early stage 3. And so I picked a random ass day to call my partner Parker and ask him, do we know any concierge doctors, any private doctors that could actually care about me as a human and really looking at me. And we found a doctor that was not only willing to take me on, but he's also an investor into our business. And he's the only doctor in the country that does this test, the Gallery test. So when I went to go see him, he was like, yo, we can run all your blood work and make sure you're good, but like this new test came out 2 months ago, I want to run it on you, test for cancer, for 50 types of cancers through the blood. I'm like, let's run it. And that's how he found this shit. And the article came out maybe 3 weeks ago. I'm kind of like one of the first people that publicly took that test, found that I had cancer, addressed it, and made it through the situation. So there's a big debate about this test right now. Not a lot of doctors want to take it on because false and positives. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. I saw it work for me. It saved me. That's why I'm here right now. And I preach about this every time I get a chance, that test should be available.
It feels like an easy test to take too, like in terms of like blood. When you think of, it's a blood test.
Blood test. And I would rather get a false positive and think I'm gonna have cancer for a week and a half until they go look inside my body and then find out that I'm good.
Right.
Than like not know anything at all.
Yeah, because you got doctors are like, look, man, you got good doctors, you got doctors who are just getting a check. It's like teachers. I look at doctors and teachers kind of.
It's like anything in business. Being a doctor is a business, and some of the institutions, like even though they're good doctors, they just don't have the bandwidth. Like if you're at Kaiser Permanente, you're seeing 4,000 patients, right? How could you actually truly keep up with one of those patients?
Facts.
Like even if you're a really good person, even if you don't have a hidden agenda, you're not getting
great
paid.
Intention.
Yeah, you can't. Your bandwidth is going to be done. You're not going to be able to keep track of every. And so, for all my people out there with money, that got money, that care about their health, the new flex is getting concierge doctor.
Get a doctor that's.
Yeah. All the rap cats out there living fast on the road, not eating so well. Like, fuck that Gucci belt. Fuck that new whip. Fuck that new chain. Motherfucker, get yourself a concierge doctor and make sure you pay attention to your health. That's the new flex, really.